So in League of Legends, I have pretty much been in every single rank possible. I started playing ranked in Season 2 where I got to 1300 elo, which was considered as a silver elo at the time, and then following up next year, I have became one of the top ranked players. Even after all of those days and years have passed, I have never dropped my elo before, and even now in Season 9, I am currently Grandmasters and only one win away from getting Challenger. So in all of this time that I played League of Legends myself, I have always progressed as a player and I have always moved forward. So today's video is going to be an attempt to help those players which are currently hard stuck in their elo, not just to get out of their rank but also improving as a player. So the first reason why you may find it very difficult to get better at this game is because you play way too many normal games. So I quite understand why people play normal games in the first place, because if you do lose the game, there's nothing for you to lose. You also have the option to play with your friends, which obviously most of the people do, but if you take your fear of ranked game away and you start only playing ranked games, there's a few benefits that you have. One of the first things that I'm talking about is that every single game that you are about to play is going to be recorded on your stats. Having the ability to know what your KDA is on the average of all the games that you play with that specific champion, that is really good to know. If you have too many deaths in your KDA on average, that means that you might be doing something wrong. Also, if you got way too many kills and you're snowballing every single game but you don't actually win, that means that you might not be able to understand how to close out games. Besides your KDA, there's also many other things that you have to check out. Maybe you are playing way too many champions and you have to lower your champion pool in order to improve faster. This is the type of information that you can only track down if you dedicate yourself to ranked only. But this is not the only reason why you should dedicate yourself to ranked only. There's actually a second reason which is even more important. If you find yourself in a ranked game, you're about to play against people which are just as good as you are. So if you're gonna have to play a ranked only, that means that you're gonna have to push yourself every single game in order to carry your teammates. Just by playing 5 ranked games every single day, eventually after losing games after another and after another, you will eventually start improving after making those mistakes over and over, which then translates to getting better at the game. Now this time, imagine placing yourself back into a normal game where it's all about fun and it's all about playing with friends. Your friends might not even be playing to try hard to win the game or get better. They might even be playing a fun champion that they have never played before. Everybody is a different elo. Nobody is the exact same skill gap that you are. You might even be a silver or gold player and you might even be up against a master tier player, but who says that the master tier player is playing on his main champion? Maybe he's just having fun in the game. Maybe he's not even trying, or maybe he's playing with his friends and he's just trolling. The truth is that you cannot learn anything about normal games. Even if 7 people are playing a tryhard game, the elo is not going to be the same, and there might always be 3 other people which mess up your game because they don't play serious. Another reason why you might not improve in League of Legends after years of playing is because you are playing way too many champions. So if you take a look at the challenger players, a good majority of those high elo challenger players play only about 1 or 2 champions. When taking a look at me as an example, I only dedicate myself to one champion only, which is Riven. Just because I dedicate myself to one champion only, that means that I'll get much better at my own champion much faster. As soon as you get through the process of learning the numbers of how much damage you can deal, when to go in and all of that stuff, as soon as you have mastered everything of your own champion, you can then focus on the things that you have to do in the game. That is the biggest problem why most of the people are hard stuck in silver, gold, platinum, or even diamond. They are playing way too many champions, which is going to cause them to take a very long time to improve. So just pick a champion, take it nice and easy, and dedicate yourself to that one champion only, so if you have mastered it, that you can fully go and focus on the game itself. Another reason why you may not improve at this game is because you don't really use the material from the pro players. So I always recommend to watch the pro players. It doesn't necessarily need to be the LCS players, but if you play a specific champion, for the example of this video we are taking Riven, just go to Twitch and watch the pro players or the one-trick players play Riven. And most importantly, don't just watch those streamers play their game and watch their plays, try to understand why they are making this move or why they are going into that brush to place a ward down or why they are buying that specific item or things like that. This is often being overlooked by most of the people that watch streamers. In your eyes, it might look like that we have done a very big play where we go in for the 1v3 and we get all the kills. The truth to be told, most of the time you don't know anything about it at all, because I may have been looking at the map all this time to see the opportunity, or I may have done many other factors that made this possible. The next time that you are going to watch a streamer, try to copy their playstyle and try to understand what they are doing so that you can use that to your own advantage. The same thing doesn't apply just for streamers, but it's also by watching YouTube videos. For example, if you don't understand how to manipulate the wave in the laning phase, you can just go to YouTube and you can search that. There's just gonna be about 30 videos popping up, so that's a very good source to learn from. And the same thing applies for everything else. If you are looking for a combo guide for Riven, you can literally find it everywhere. Anyway, another reason why you may not improve so fast in League, or you may not see any improvement at all, is because you don't really play that many games at all. When you compare yourself to other challenger players, as the example of this video, we could take I'm a Cutie Pie. He has already played a bunch of ranked games, probably 10 times more than you have, and literally the truth about League of Legends is about playing as many ranked games as you can. It's similar to dedicating yourself to only one champion only. You're gonna spend a ton of time investing into a game and you will get better eventually. As for another example, let's say that you have about 100 games and you are playing Riven only and you are playing against a Jace in the top lane. The Jace has about 1000 games and is about the same elo that you are. So who do you think is gonna have a bigger chance to win? Is that going to be the Jace player, which is about 1000 games, or is it going to be you that only played about 100 games? So the Jace player might already have played a bunch of games for the day, which means that he's gonna be warmed up so much more than you are. Maybe this is gonna be the first ranked game for you of the whole week. Obviously, the Jace player is gonna have a much better time. The Jace player might have already played enough games to see what the patch has changed about the game. If there has been nerfs for a few champions or buffs, he may have already seen them. The same thing applies for the matchups. He may have already played against every single matchup like a multiple of times. He's already been through that learning curve to know and understand how each of the matchup works. Or at least he may have already seen how it works. And then there's you. So when trying to get better at this game, try to give yourself enough space so you can actually improve. Now, with all of those things being said, obviously some people will just simply never get better than what they are right now. Everybody is capable of getting the elo that they want, but some people simply don't have the mindset to improve. And there's also a bunch of people out there which simply don't have the time to invest so that they can get better. Anyway, if you have the will to improve at this game, if you have the time that it requires, and you have always wanted to become one of the best players or challenger players, you can just get about anywhere where you want. Literally, all it takes is to have dedication in what you are doing. This same little thing applies for just about any other game that you play or the things that you do. Even if you are a streamer and you are looking to become one of the top streamers in the future, all it takes is a lot of dedication and time and effort. Same thing applies for YouTube. If you wanted to become a YouTuber, all it takes is to make videos every single week, and that's simply how life works. But anyway, with this all being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I can help you guys out getting better at this game. If you have any questions, make sure you ask them down in the comments right below. Also, if you are looking for a nice and high elo Riven main, make sure you come and check out my stream. And also, if you are looking for a nice and friendly Discord community, don't forget to join my Discord server, guys. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video, man. Peace.